Hey, what's up everyone? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we are looking at the 6-inch Star Wars Black Series young Obi-Wan Kenobi. Pretty cool figure. Definitely not my favorite design for him, but it's okay. It's not bad at all. The figure itself is fine. It's just my personal preferences. I don't care for this. I like the old Obi-Wan better, even though he didn't really do too much compared to this guy. But that's neither here nor there because that's not what we're talking about. So he comes with only one accessory, and that is his lightsaber. The coloring on the lightsaber is not very vibrant. It's almost clear. There is a hint of blue to it, but it's not as much as I would prefer. It's still not bad though, and then the handle for the lightsaber is really well detailed. So keeping in line with the Star Wars Black Series, Hasbro put far more effort into this than they did the Marvel Legends, which is great if you're collecting these figures. It's a full new resculpt as far as I can tell. I don't think they reused anything. Maybe the boots, now that I'm thinking about it. Let me grab Han over here, because I think they would be Han's boots if they reused them. I don't know though. Yeah, maybe the feet. Nope, it's all new, so that's cool. Everything's new on this guy. That's pretty cool. Head sculpt's not bad. It's not perfect. It looks really good from some angles, and some angles not quite as good. Paintwork, it's not perfect, but it's definitely better than we've seen on a lot of other figures, so that's pretty cool. Articulation wise, it has one of those, so you know exactly how that's going to function. The head can move around on top of the ball, and then it has the hinge there, so that's cool. Shoulders are ball hinges with no bicep swivel, so you're not going to get the greatest range of motion. This part here does limit the shoulder quite a bit. It's not completely hard plastic. As you can see, it flexes a little bit, but not a whole lot, so it's pretty limited. And then again, there's no bicep swivel, and so the elbow, it has the swivel built into it, but it's not it's a pretty ugly joint. It does have the hinge, but it just doesn't look right. Let me get back a little bit. It's just pretty ugly. There's like no bicep at all, and then the elbow is really fat, and it kind of looks weird. It's not horrible, and once you get it into a pose though, it looks fine. It's just kind of a strange joint. And then the way they did the ends looks a little weird too, I think, but it's not too bad. The hands swivel. They're pretty tight though. They do swivel, and they do have a hinge in them, so that's pretty good. He does have gun hands though. He has trigger finger hands, really, and he only comes with a lightsaber, so that's a little weird. There is a diaphragm joint that goes from side to side, forward to back. Doesn't have the greatest range of motion, but if you lean him forward just a little bit, it does hide the joint fairly nicely. And that's supposed to look like it ties down into here, which if you lean him back, it doesn't look like it at all, but it's not, you know, it's not a big deal. You have to have articulation somehow. So that's pretty cool. There is a waist twist underneath the skirt, his little man skirt thing. If you hold the belt part and then turn kind of from his pelvis, you can rotate the legs underneath there. So that's pretty handy. The belt is all sculpted on, nothing comes off or anything, but it's painted really nicely. So that's pretty good to see. This part is cloth, obviously, kind of like they did with Darth Maul, just to, I guess probably to make them somewhat similar to the smaller Star Wars figures that have had the mixed media, the soft goods, for a while now. The hips are T-joints, just like the rest of the Star Wars Black Series, Marvel Legends, new ones. Pretty common now. So pretty good range of motion. They go pretty far forward, side to side, not quite as much, but it's not too bad. There is a thigh swivel in there. Double jointed knees. The ankles have pretty good range of motion going back. Going forward, not nearly as much, but it is there. And we have a ankle rocker, sorry. All of the paintwork, or all of the figure has paintwork on it. Everything is shaded except for the face, so that's really, face and hands, so that's really fine by me. All of the cloth parts have shading on them. The pants, the boots, everything looks really good. They did a good job with this guy, for sure. So if you're collecting this line, or if you like Obi-Wan, or if you like the original or the prequel trilogy, this is probably a figure you should get. It's quite nice. That elbow's a little stuck. There we go. It's a really nice figure, and I do recommend it. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.